Alexa, play meditation music.
The station, Meditation, on Amazon Music.
Don't leave me way so deep in love. I think I'm loving.
Let's talk about fasting. Fasting, by definition, is to abstain from certain food or drinks for health, religious, or ethical purposes. I was raised Christian, and in Christianity, we fast as a lifestyle. Throughout the whole 365 days, there's gonna be some fasting in that. I recall the first time fasting around elementary school. I'd probably say like 5th or 6th grade. And it was not fun when I was doing it. My friends didn't understand it. I barely understood it. But I'm glad that I held on to that principle because it taught me some valuable lessons. For my viewers that have never fasted before, I know you're thinking, why deprive myself of XYZ for any benefit? So let's talk about some key points in fasting. Let's get into some definitions and how you can maintain your fast. I'm gonna tell you a little story about my first fast of 2023. So for every month, and especially every new year, I lay out what it's gonna look like for me. And when I looked at my January schedule, it was pretty busy. And I understood that the little things that I do, the routines, are gonna be important this month. So on my way to work, there are probably 3 to 4 coffee shops.
Oh, that aroma's wonderful.
So it's very easy for me to go through that drive-through, get a caramel frappe with espresso, extra whipped cream, and a little caramel drizzle. I miss it. I get that adrenaline rush, and then I crash. And we don't want that. I subconsciously decided, let me not stop at these places. Let me try to avoid these coffee shops. That's what it started out as. Let me avoid these coffee shops. Let me get up early and make breakfast here for myself and let that be my energy. Did that through the first week of January. Did that through the second week of January. On week 3, I decided to start my fast, intentionally fast from coffee. And here comes the matcha. You guys, when I tell you, I felt so good after drinking this matcha and I didn't crash. That's all I needed to know about how much my body can take, how much my mind can take, how much rest I need to operate. Here we are, February 19th, and we're still going strong. And that's another thing that happens when you begin to fast. You begin to see what you truly need. Hence the name of this video, Fasting for Clarity. And if you are a projector human design, I'm sure you resonate with that. Loving to know what's going on. We'll get into that in another video. Okay, you guys, now we're gonna talk about the 3 benefits of fasting. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty while you guys are here and talk about how you can gain value from this practice. Lesson number 1, discipline. You gain discipline from fasting because you're abstaining from something intentionally. So you're teaching yourself how to go without a certain thing, what to fill that void with, and you are essentially learning how far you can go. You're testing your own boundaries. And that's important as a functioning adult because sometimes you will have to go without things. And fasting from these things will directly give you better discipline habits. Lesson number 2, confidence. Whenever you win a race, whenever you complete something, you are boosting your self-esteem. You are giving yourself cool points for doing what you said you will do. And discipline is in direct correlation of confidence. Like I said in the last lesson, you are breaking down barriers within yourself. And whenever you do that, you're punching down walls and you're punching down walls and you're dealing with things you thought you could never get past, and you're dealing with it and you're dealing with it and you're abstaining and you're dealing with it. You carry a different type of confidence knowing that you've accomplished something before 8 a.m. or accomplishing something that maybe nobody even knows about. So confidence is a huge benefit from fasting. Last and most important lesson, connection. Whether that's to God, self, reality. If you're trying to tap back into yourself, fasting is a great way to do that. If you're trying to tap back in with God, If you're trying to tap back in with your reality and you feel like you're just way up here and you need to get grounded, this is an excellent way to bridge that gap. Because if you're going without TV, that's a great opportunity to pick up a book. If you're going without social media, that's a great time to start working out. If you're fasting from sugar and candy, that's a great opportunity to fill that void with the healthier version of what you were wanting to stop eating. So I wouldn't think of fasting as a dreadful thing. It is hard, don't get me wrong. It's hard, you're gonna wanna quit, you're gonna wanna stop, you're gonna wanna cheat. It's not easy, but it is worth it. I believe it was Eric Thomas said, when you wanna quit, you're thinking about the obligation and not the opportunity. When you're on day 7, when you're on day 31, when you're on day 65, and you just have that one more mile to go, just think about the opportunity and not the obligation to not do this certain thing. If you have X amount of days until your vacation, I dare you to add 5 more days onto your fast. I dare you to add 5 more days onto your workout. I dare you to add 1 more week to your social media break and see where that gets you.